Today's question is 2015 Ordinary Level Question 5. So, the graphics showed the design of a logo from an outdoor adventure company. Okay, you can kind of see the outline of mountains. Draw the line given and locate the points A, A1, A2, A3, point P, L, and L1 as shown. Okay, so let's look at that first of all. And they're telling us it's 60 plus 60, it's 120 by 65, 65 is 130. Okay, so it's a rectangle 130 high by 120 wide, and that will give us the four corners then are A, A1, A2, A3. Okay, split it in 60. Okay, draw a vertical line down and you get L and L1, and then for point P you come along the line A3 to A2 and come down 65 and you get point P. Okay, when you have that done, find the image of the given the logo under the following transformations. Okay, first one is translation, axis symmetry, and central symmetry. Okay, axis symmetry, need a line of axis, central symmetry, we need point P. Okay, all geometric constructions must be clearly shown on your drawing sheet. Right, so I'm going to draw this rectangle first of all and locate A, A1, A2, A3, P, and L1. Okay. It's 130 high. So I'm going to come out 60 and 60. Okay, fixing that out a bit. So I'm going to label my A's first of all. So I have A, A1, I have A2, I have A3. Okay, I'm going to find L and L1, which is with the line 60. That's 60, which I've done down here. That up. Okay, and that is L1. That is L. Okay, and point P is down from A3 65 up from A2 65, so half in between A2 and A3, which should be 65 if it's 130 long. Yeah, 65, and that is point P. Okay, now for the logo. So we're looking at it here. So we can extend A3 through A2. Okay, and if it's radius 30, set our compass at 30, put it on A to mark it off here, and that'll give us our center point of our logo. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, set my compass at 30. Okay, put her on A. Put her on A. Describe her as well. Okay, so now there's a small bit of working out here we need to do. Okay, so we come up from our center line. We can come through the vertical line to our center point as well. Then we come up 20 and down 15. Okay, let's do that. Up 20, 70, 20, 90, down 15. And across. Okay, so we have all the information there now we need. So if you look at here, I'm going to start labeling these. Okay. So I'm going to label, I've got one we call C for center point. Okay, I'm going to call this point up here B. So we have A, B, C, down to here is D. Where it intersects the other circle here is E. Okay, so we have A, B, C, D, and E. Right. So if we look at the question carefully, okay, so A is going to the top, which we've labelled B. Okay, then it comes down to down here, which we've labelled D. So A goes to B, down to D, and it goes over to E. Okay, we got construction lines. A goes to B, down to D, and over to E. Okay, then we have where B goes to D and where the 20 line intersects it, which is here. Okay, that is the top of this little mountain. So that point goes back down to E. Let's do that. Okay, so this mountain here, and so we have this little one. And now the A line that went to B, where that 20 line intercepted that, gives this point here, and that goes down to D. Okay, so we have the shape of our mountain there now. So we can heavy that in. That is our logo. Okay, so I'll label these. So I have E, I give that F, I give that G, and this one H. Okay, so now we have our logo and we have our points A, A1, A2, A3. Okay, so that's the first, that is all of question A done, part A. Okay. So find the image of the given logo under the following transformations from point A to A1 via translation. Okay, so we have A1. So translation is done out really. So basically we're transferring it from there down to here. Okay, it doesn't turn, doesn't land this directly down. Okay, so we can extend the A2, A1 line. Come with cell of 30, half A1, okay, and there our circle there. Okay, so we can bring down all our points. So we've A brought down and I brought down C there. Okay. Okay, so bring down D. Okay, bring down F, or F, yeah. Bring down G. B is already, no, it's not. B comes down here. So B and C are on the same line. Okay, G and H is in there, and D. Okay, right, compass work, get the distance between A and A1. Okay, so I'm going to get B, which you should have, intersects the top of the circle there. So follow B down, I'm going to mark B1. Okay, I'm going to get F, or D, we have D, brought D down so it intersects the outer circle here is D1. And E comes down here, intersects there, E1. Okay, so the main components here we need to get is F, G, and H. Okay, so we've brought the F line down, which should be the same distance all the time, yeah. Onto F, intersect this. That gives F1, G, G1, and then H, H1. Okay, so we can start joining that up. So if we look at our original logo, A went to G, okay, G went to H, H goes to F1, F1 goes down to D, and that is our second position via translation. Right, so the next one was we were going from A1 to A2. And we were doing that via axis symmetry. So make sure there was 60 and 60. Okay. So L1 and L2 is our line of axis, which makes life easy now because it's vertical line and kind of line of axis. That's the line of axis. Okay, so what's going to happen here is A, which is here, A1, is going to flip over onto A2. So basically mirror image of what we have already. Should have that drawn on the back now. I can do that now because I can see it coming through. Change a small bit. Point the compass through F, through G, through H, T, D. Should go together there. Yeah. H. Back down to E. Okay, so we flip that over and we should move it from G to A. My mistake, sorry guys. Yeah. Excuse me. So that's the mirror image of it. So this one is D. D went to F. And that was G. That was H. And this one is A. Okay, so what's going to happen here is that is flipped over like so. Okay, and that is our axial symmetry. So how do we do that? Okay, so let's bring across our points. So we have A, okay, so D and E. Okay, G and F, across H, and bring across C for the center point. Okay, point of the compass goes along our line of axis, so I'm going to get center point first of all. Okay, the compass goes there, so we now have a level here, C2, C1. C2 goes on to A2, okay, so we get the distances from E, and swing that, intersects there, yep. So this is now E2, and when that line comes straight across, we'll just double check now. Yeah, D2. D2. Okay, so F, G, and H are the components we need to get again. So we follow the line H, I get that first of all. Okay. There it is. H2. Okay. I'm going to find F. It's the top of one of the mountains. Over there. F2. And G2. G2. Okay. So once again, we can start filling it in. So we see in here A went to G. So let's do that. A2 goes to G2. Okay, G goes down to H. Okay, goes up to F. And F down to D. And that is the mirror reflection, which is the axial symmetry of a logo. Okay. Now, one last one to do, which is axial symmetry. Okay. So we're going to through A goes through point P, A2 goes to A3. So we bring all our points here, A2, B2, C2, E2, all through point P. So let's do that. Okay, just gonna double check, make sure it's same distance. Yep. Okay. So I'm going to get C2 first of all. So I can draw my circle. And do C2. Okay. Point the compass on P. Point to C2. And okay, off that. Now, so that is C3. Radius 30 again. Okay, so now we start bringing our points all through central symmetry through point P. So we have A2 and we have C or C3. So let's bring through D. Okay. So let's see where that ends up. D2. Double check all this. So we know that this, where it intersects the circles, if it's an intersecting circle on our four logos, this is now D3. Okay, E3. Okay, where it intersects here. E3. Okay. So, from all our logos, we have seen that E and D are along the same axis, which they are there. Here was the bottom of the mountains were all joined together. something for that instead. D and E should be joined together. D and D. D and D. Okay. And D and E should be joined together here. Okay, so what happens D? D goes to F. Have we got F? We don't. We need to get F. F2 goes through point P. Okay. Point the compass on P. Onto the top of the mountain, which is F2. Swing it. And we now have F3. Okay, so D goes to F3. We can do that now straight away. Okay, so then F2 goes to H. F goes to H. Bring up H. Through point P again. Yeah. Punch the compass here. Onto H. H goes to here. Okay, and we can mark that off as H3. And we can join F to it. F goes to H, and then H3 goes to G. Have we got G? We don't. G goes through P again. This is the importance of, once again, the importance of labeling everything. Okay. And not to G. P3. Okay, and G3 goes back to A. That is our three translations. Translation axle and central symmetry. Okay. Translation, axle and central symmetry, flipped it over like so. Okay. That is 2015 question 5 ordinary level.